Hey friends, welcome back to my Nice Road to Glory episode 2. Into our first game. The squad is built. We are ready to go. See that orange latency? But it seems like every game in EA Access is coming up with orange latency now, so we're going ahead. Our opponent rocking the yellow, us in the black. I can't remember. Mr. Spartans, MK Spartans, no chemistry. For some reason got silver in form, I would get rid of that, sell that straight away, get the coins, get a better striker next to, is that Andre Gray? It's got Marshall on the left, DeFore in the middle. Didn't see the centre backs or the other centre mid, I didn't know who half the players were. I was kind of confident going into it, you know, it's the first game of the new Fifa. So I wasn't really sure what to expect, and from kick-off, my opponent just runs into his own player, which seems to be kind of a problem that I'm having as well sometimes, dispossessing myself by running into my other attacker. Anyway, we get the game underway in the 7th minute. Here we are, just playing the ball about, just keeping the ball, keeping possession, keeping calm, until we see that killer pass where we thread it into Darbo, who scores a beautiful near post fucking finish. A lot like last year, which I'm really hoping FIFA 17 doesn't become all about that near post. The demo wasn't, the beta wasn't, but that was incredible from Darbo. Darbo, by the way, has quickly become one of my favourite players. For 700 coins, he's so well rounded. Definitely someone you should go out and pick up because he's just so good at everything, and he's physically dominant. He reminds me of a Yaya Toure sort of character player, even a Pogba. Just, you know, a cheaper, downgraded version. And then straight from kickoff, we get in again. Nothing comes of it. That there should have been an easy pass, which is making me think that perhaps cheap players are not the way to go this year, because that was a very simple pass, but he couldn't make it. My opponent here breaks down the wing, gets a corner. Corners are dangerous. Corners are dangerous this year. It seems very easy to win headers. And we just go for a long smash out of the box. And this is why I wanted Eder. I wanted that physical presence up front that I can play long balls into. His heading definitely seems like it's been buffed. And we get in, and yeah, Eder not so good with his feet. Not at all. But we win the ball back straight away. Sloppy mistake by him. Shoot. Like I said, Eder not good with his feet. Eder is only good at headers. Banter. My opponent, then in the 60th minute, makes a mistake. Gives it straight to me from kickoff. Do the little thing with Eder, little fake shot backwards. We get a free kick. I'm not confident in my free kicks on FIFA 17 yet, so I lay it off for a thunderous strike from Eder, and wide. Wide. What a joke. Second half underway. Straight from kickoff, we're going there, doing a little bit of close dribbling, lose it straight away. Don't think running forwards is quite as good as it was in FIFA 16 straight from kickoff. You can't seem to sprint through your team. Opponent's got the ball here, struggling to get him off it. It seems like people were attacking down the wings at the moment because nobody really knows how to play. But that's just an easy header, and we play it out. And here goes Darbo again. Look at him, he is like Yaya Toure when he bursts forwards. Out to Tovan, who is Tovanly terrible. No, he's dreadful. Don't get him. Like, he's cheap. Does a little backwards body feint, which still seems to be very broken this year. Got a chance on the edge of the box, and my opponent pauses it. What a fucking saint. And nothing came of it. Again, nice little link-up play. Eder can't finish. Noticing a problem. Get the ball there. A beautiful through ball to Cavallero. He's just pace. Should be a goal. It is a goal, but Cavallero really should have scored. This is the problem with cheap players this year. They are just not good. There's just nothing good about them. I mean, Darbo's the only one out of my team that I actually like. The rest of them are all dreadful. And that's how the game finished, guys. We won 2-0. Not a bad start for the first game. My opponent didn't really have any chances or anything. Dominated him on possession, shots, pass accuracy, all of that. And there we go, 3 points in the bag. Happy days. And we come out of the game, and of course, as manager task down, more free shit. There we go, still trading Abel Hernandez's. Picked one up there for 1,500 coins. I think I'm going to go and relist him back up for 1,800. Which, you know, after tax, it's 200 coins. It's not bad. It's nothing spectacular. You're not going to get Ronaldo doing this. But for the start of the game, it's an easy little way. We can go out and look for a few more Abel Hernandez's. Or do we? No. I'll go and look at Renato Sanchez because he's a player I want to invest in before the full game comes out because there is so much hype around him that he's going to be expensive. And yesterday on the web app, before early access came out, he was trading for about 5k. Now the game's out. My word, his price has skyrocketed. He's up to at least 10k now. He's doubled in price overnight because the game's out. And once the full game releases, that's going up and up and up. And so you can see there, see the prices. Sort of 10,000 coins is the cheapest we're looking at. Can't afford that yet, but he's definitely someone I want to invest in. Definitely one for the future. And we're just cleaning up the trade pile. Sold another player, 300 coins, not bad, money in the bank. And away we go. We get, on the back of that game, we did another manager task, which was nice. Gets us a few hundred? Couple of fitness cards, I mean. If I could talk, it'd be a real start to this, wouldn't it? It'd be really helpful. You know, fitness cards, don't need them right now. They're untradeable. They'll come in handy down the line a little bit, but right now they're completely useless because I'm not going to waste them on this team. Go back into the second game. Fitness is fine. I draw the line when it gets under 90. If fitness is under 90, I'm not playing with a team because come the end of the game, they're ruined. Coming up against New God Flow. It's got a really nice team. It's got the Informer Cardi, Insigne, Turbe, Hernandez, Vanega, Valero, Rudiger, Koulibaly, Zuniga, Maicon. Didn't see who was in goal, but a really nice team. I would imagine he's spent a couple of FIFA points just to get himself started on that team. And it's good. It's a very good team to have this early on. Getting things underway here in the 8th minute. Doing a little bit of intricate play here. You get Ed through, and that's really made me think about how I'm going to build my teams now this game. The way his defenders absolutely dominated my attackers, the centre-backs, because they're just big physical players. And I've noticed that in midfield as well. My favourite midfielder is Darbo because he's big and physical. So I think the entire core of my team now is going to be physical. I'm talking centre-backs, centre-mids and strikers. Striker, if I stick with the false 9 that is, are going to be all kind of looking at like ideally 6'+ players with at least 80 physical. And then I'll keep the little agile players as the wingers and the fullbacks. They have to have pace. You know this from now from FIFA. You need the pace. You're looking at your Walkers, your Bellerins, DeMarcos, whoever else, Van Arnholt, you know, Brosinski. Those sort of players. Those are the sort of players you want to pull back. Okay. Not much happened in this game. It's pretty even. 78th minute, he gets a free kick. I wasn't quite sure what to do because you always know some people are brilliant at free kicks. Some people aren't. He moves across to the right, winds up, bangs it. That was disappointing. I could have literally left for him. There was no point. But anyway, we're carrying on now in the 80th minute, and I felt like I'd had the better of this game. It was pretty even. He wasn't a bad opponent. I think his team really helped him out a lot, how good it was compared to mine. But give away a silly free kick in the 80th minute. He gets the ball, plays it forwards, and you know how I said I thought I'd been having the better of the game? Well, there he goes. Gets a long shot. Gets a corner, and everyone knows when you're playing FIFA, if you've had the better of a game and it's late in the game, the opponent's gonna get the chance. You know, that header. One thing I've got to say, I've got to mention, do not bring your keeper out. Because I made that mistake. I brought him out because I thought I was playing FIFA 16 where they come flying out and punch it or claim it, and he just came out and stood underneath it. Did absolutely nothing. And we lose 1-0. bastard. And you say, I had more possession, the shots were even, yeah. So on the back of that game, we're going out. Renato Sanchez, time to pick him up. Because I think his price is going to double again when the full game comes out to like 20k. So I've gone out, picked one up. Couldn't go the cheapest, gone 10.5k. We'll take that, happy days. It's a little investment there. And we're just going to sit on that, I'm not going to resell it or anything. We're just going to sit on him until the full game releases. See there, we sold a few more things. Now about Abel Hernandez, still selling quite well. Those BPL strikers. Not a bad little method I've gone for. Transfer market was being weird here. For some reason they wouldn't let me relist stuff. You know, it's buggy, it's early access. It's the finished game, but it's always a little bit buggy. Some more coins, yay! Carry on. Looking at the seasons again, dropping back into that, considering it. Having a look at the fitness of the players, did that just to unlock the manager task, which is pretty handy. And single player, because we don't have a fitness team, that's where we have to go. So just spam through this as quickly as we can. You know, it's not an exciting part to watch, but it's what I'm doing in the game. Just looking at the players we've got in the club now. You know, get our first team on the bench so they get the fitness back, regenerate like a Time Lord, if you will. Looking at Rudiger there, still haven't sold him, listing him up now, getting rid of him, getting rid of this guy as well. Old Tagliatelle, I've got no idea how to pronounce his name. Getting rid of him, you know, he's going to be a discard player, he's a left back. He's pacey, but he's in a terrible league for FIFA. I'm just whacking the bronze team together here. It's just really seeing what the most chemistry we can get is. I'm not too bothered about the team in any way. You know, it's single player at the end of the day. Should be an absolute breeze. It's going to be on beginner because it's like Division 10. You know, you're not going to have any real problems with it realistically. And we get some okay chemistry. I mean, it's not the be all and end all, as I just said. You know, and we win the game 4-0. Easy. Not that easy, actually. That was surprisingly hard on beginner. I fucking struggled. What is that about? Why have EA decided to do that? Is that because they don't want you getting free fitness? What do you reckon? Do you reckon they just want you buying cards? So they've actually turned the difficulty up? Because beginner, I had to concentrate. I couldn't just score one goal and go away like you could last year, which is a shame. But yeah, so we're just relisting everything we sold. We haven't sold again. It's proving harder to move on. Abel Hernandez, back to him. He's like a recurring theme in this series. You just call it trading with Abel Hernandez, because that is all it is. You know, but it's working. You know, it's bringing me in realistically like 300 to 400 coins each card, which at this point in the game isn't bad. Isn't bad at all. If you can get enough coins to start doing some mass bidding and stuff, it's not too shabby. Finally, let me relist the stuff it wouldn't let me relist before. I'm looking at squad fitness there, we've got bronze one. But yeah, 500 coins. Happy days, I'll take that. No worries. Going through our team now. Renato Sanchez, just going to whack him on the transfer list. Don't want to use him at all yet. I might use him later on if I need the players. And I fancy making a Bundesliga team before I sell him. But yeah, it's easy. You know, that team's done. Back online we go. Online we go, and we're just whacking the bronze team on the bench again because they're going to need fitness back. Particularly given how hard that bloody game was. I'm not exaggerating. I won 4-0, but on beginner against a 1-star team or something. It was so... They kept the ball. It was Barcelona pinging it about. It was a joke. Absolute joke of a game. Yeah, we just get all of them onto the bench and we head back into online games. Third game, fourth game? Third game, can't remember. Kit Clash, wasn't happy about that. I'm not playing quite white. The shorts, for me, can't match. Shorts and socks can't match, neither can the shirt. They have to be completely different. You need to be able to see. I saw that red bar and I was debating it. I was like, really? even in EA Access. I thought, I'm not going to chance it. Not going to chance it. And I thought to myself, why am I using this team at all when I've got like 15 lone players? And they're so much better than the players I have. Realistically, I can make probably a pretty decent team with some okay chemistry. Just out of these loans, and like some of them, I think the lowest one I've got is Sheringham with 3 games, so you're sort of looking at like at least 5 games with this team, which is 5 free games that you wouldn't normally get. And I was thinking, okay, let's see what kind of chem I can get out of this, because it might not be too bad. Now, I was thinking it was okay. With Teddy Sheringham there, he helped link up quite a lot of the team, which was pretty nice. And then we head on into the game. I was being a bit of a noob at this point because I could have got so much more chemistry, which I worked out later on. Or maybe... Oh, I worked it out now, apparently. Yeah. And we jump on into the game. 3rd online game, new team. Big occurrence, big occasion happening. And we get on in. It's surprising me how quick it is actually to find games now in the beta, in the whatever. And we're coming up against old Crazy Bart. What a guy, you know. If you know him, he's an absolute nutter, a bit of a balloon, known for being crazy. He's rocking that EA Access kit, which should have been a sign. That he's probably dropped some FIFA points in this game. But I was wrong. He's rocking the lone players as well. You know, Hazard and Suarez up front. Hazard's going to be on like, I don't even know what, pre-chem. James Rodriguez, Matuidi, and then a pretty terrible team behind them. He's really looking for his front three to win the game for him. 14th minute here, and this is something I genuinely just do not understand why this is in the game now. Who decided to put this in? Bring him down there, it's a foul, yeah, fair enough. But there we go with Bellerin, he lunges in, and I'm like, okay, I see Bellerin down, and I'm like, alright, he's down for like the 10 seconds or whatever it normally is. No. Now when a player gets injured, they can't carry on. Who the hell made that decision? All this means now is whenever someone has a good team, and if their opponent has a bad team, they are just going to constantly hack their players as much as they can to get them injured. Imagine you're in the final of the FUT Champions or whatever it's called, in one of their cups. And like, this is for, say, you're going to win 100,000 coins, and you come up against someone, and your Ronaldo gets injured, or your Bale, or whoever, Aguero, your most important player gets injured. And you can't do anything about it. It's a joke. But anyway, we go 1-0 up there. Lucky with the little bounce back ball into us. Mahrez slides it under the keeper. Nice little finish. 33rd minute, we're just working it about again. I'm trying to go with more passing style because I think that's quite effective on this FIFA. But I really need to work on my finishing. You see there, that should have been 2-0. And again, just a driven cross. Yeah, I don't think they're as quite as effective as they were last year. We're into the second half now, a bit of dribbling, again passing, like this is a nice little move. We do the old fake shot stop, but then drill it back to him for some reason. I didn't mean to pass there, I didn't mean to pass at all, I panicked. But that's something I'm struggling with, beating people in the box. I'm not really certain on how to do it, but how about this for a nice little passing move? You know, it's a nice little McGeady spin inside from Mahrez, whacks it into Teddy Sheringham, who plays the first time ball into Ben Arthur, who just slots it home at the near post. Really, really nice little goal. Anyway, 54th minute now, we get a free kick. This isn't a terrible angle, I'm thinking this is scoreable. I used to be able to do this. I was quite good at free kicks on FIFA 16, so I thought, yeah, this is going in. Boom! No, it's not. That was absolutely dreadful. But, you know, we're late in the game now. It's the 82nd minute. My opponent gives it up to me with sloppy passing. Get it back easily. A little bit of work here with the players. Just waiting for them to make their runs. Back inside to Hazard. We lose it. And I'm not sure if that's down to me making a bad pass or my players having bad passing stats. It's something I really need to figure out because it's been like 3 games and I'm already feeling like I know what players I want to make in my team, to make my first choice team for the FUT Champions and all the other tournaments that you're going to need to win. Beautiful ball there from Mahrez, and oh, I need to learn to finish because that should be a goal every time. But that's how the game ended. We get another 1,500 coins in the bank. Happy days. See you later, Crazy Bart. I mean, he didn't have a chance on target. It wasn't a particularly close game. With that win, it pushes us ever closer to the glory of Division 9. I mean, the heights are dizzying. Next thing you know, we'll be in Division 8. My word, I'm getting a little bit of altitude sickness. We're going so well. Another couple of Abel Hernandez's. Picked him up there, 1,400 coins. I listed one up for 1,700 for some reason. I don't know why, because they sell for 1,800, so I've basically just screwed myself out of 100 coins. I'm looking at Emre Can because he's another player I'm looking to invest in, to hold over as I'm doing with Renato Sanchez until the release of the full game, because BPL players are going to skyrocket in price. And he's so well rounded and he's going to be such a good go-to CDM because he's big, physical, he's got good dribbling, good passing, good pace, good defending. He's just going to be one of those well-rounded go-to players. Koke there, he's not quite as expensive as I'd hoped. He's rocking at about 3k at the moment. Hopefully he'll go up to 6 come release on the full game. But yeah, that's going to be the end of today's episode, guys. And I hope you have enjoyed it and will stick around for episode 3. And I will talk to you later. By the way, I'm looking to invest in Draxler.